What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So I realized there's a lot of people that lost a ton of money with Terra and lost a ton of money with UST, right? But obviously, there's a lot of people that want to celebrate the big wins that they've had at some of these lows. And I've had some big wins myself. And I talked about it just recently. I talked about it on Twitter, really breaking down exactly everything that I had when it comes to Terra, how much I've gained in the end. And what I want to talk about as of late is basically turning $40 into almost $6,000 at one point, and now where it's standing, it's somewhere around 5,000. But I want to talk about everything that I did from turning that 40,000 or that $40 worth of Terra Luna into $6,000 worth of, other things, not just Terra Luna, but basically it was $6,000 worth of Terra Luna because I sold it and then sold it for other things. But we'll talk about that. So make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you guys check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel quite a bit. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter and get any of these updates, because I did post everything I'm about to talk about here on Twitter, and go over there and follow me at Perry8K. You'll also find the link down in the description. But let's talk about Terra Luna a little bit. So first, let's look at where the price is, because I really don't understand what's going on with CoinMarketCap, but the prices are obviously just ridiculous. It says here that it's 0.00017, but then when you go into TradingView, it's going to show that it's a different price. It's going to show that it's 0.00067. So obviously at a way lower price than what it's showing up here, and it's showing it at a very low price here, where it was at 0.000001. But I've seen it even lower, to where it basically cost you nothing in order to buy, tens of millions of coins. And that's how I got to this point. So recently, if you aren't familiar with what buys I've made, I bought some Terra when it was around 2 cents. I bought a lot of Terra, or at least I thought was a lot of Terra, around 0.00 4 cents or so, something like that. And I basically got 50,000 and thought that was going to be like a whale position. Not knowing that they would obviously increase into the trillions, not into 3 trillion, but also to 6 trillion. And from what I saw last night, it was actually more than that, but it must have been an error of some sorts. I don't know. But they increased the supply so much, so 50,000 is not worth as much as we thought it would be worth. So I saw it decrease, or the price decrease a hell of a lot. So I decided to check how much I would be able to get at some of these lower lows, because it was at not only 0.000, but it was at 0.00000. And it's saying the last 24 hours it was only at 4 zeros, but I could have swore I saw it at 5 zeros. That's how I ended up getting this for $40. So with all of these moves, as I did make that move with 50,000 coins, it ended up moving from that point all the way up to about 4 cents. The amount that I had, I think it improved a little bit more. Yeah, up to 4 cents. So the amount that I had ended up increasing to about $3,000, $4,000. I would think it was like 4,500 or so. I ended up taking 500 of that, which is basically $200 more than my original investment, and pulling that out, leaving $4,000 worth in there. Well, with $40 of that money, I ended up buying more because I didn't want to spend too much, and I wanted to buy a certain amount, and I ended up putting some other money some other places. So I really only had $40 at that point. So I took $40 of that and put it into Terra Luna at that price. And at that price, it got me 63 million Terra Luna coins. And I don't know if that was an error or whatever, but what is this place? Pancake Swap ended up giving me 63 million coins, and I was excited because now I consider myself a whale. However, increasing to the trillions, I still don't consider myself a whale now. But I looked at it as an opportunity to where I can gain my original investment back and gain a little bit more. And what happened when I woke up? The value of that 40 million or $40 worth and 63 million that I had was worth over $4,000. So I decided to take out $427 out of it. So I took out $427 out of that 63 million, which was about 10 million coins. I had 53 million that were left. So I took another 25 million when the price increased again. It was around 3,000 or so. I took another 25 million and took that out, which was around 1,500 or 1,400 or something like that. Can't remember the exact amount, but it was half of what it was worth. It also was cheaper because as you sell it, the price obviously goes down, and you factor that into your selling amount. So total that I had there was a little under $2,000 that I've gained. Well, or sorry, a little over $2,000 at that point. So now I have about 28 million that's left, and we can go through like all these numbers. I won't be able to show you literally everything, but I have a little over 28 million that's left, and that's worth on my phone. It shows 3,000 plus. On the computer, it doesn't show the actual dollar value, but I can tell you that it's been fluctuating from 3,000, 4,500 or 5,000, all the way down to about 2,800 is what I saw as the low. Now it could go even lower, but I already profited $2,000 out of it. So taking this $2,000 and also taking the 4,500 or 5,000 that's left, literally you're taking the 1,000 that you made plus the $5,000 that it got to, and that's $6,000 plus dollars that I ended up making off of a $40 investment. So I wanted to really explain that and break that all down for you guys, because it was definitely eye-opening for me, because again, I literally took $40 and turned it into $6,000, which is something that doesn't typically happen. You don't ever see that really happen that often. Imagine if I would have taken that full investment that I had, took the $500, I could have taken that $500 and threw it in on that, and I would have had hundreds of millions of coins, and I would have been to a point to where I would probably be at tens of thousands of dollars, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars at that point, because it was a very, very low price that I bought in at. So that's a woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda, but I'm happy with what I gained, because I still gained something out of it while people lost money. So anyways, let's go into just show you PancakeSwap a little bit. This is where I bought my Terra Luna. A lot of people were buying it on crypto.com or buying it on Binance. It was suspended on Binance or delisted, and now I think it's relisted again. But if I go in here and I show you the value of my 28 million, it's going to show $2,500 worth, which is still higher than what I had. So if we actually look at it above my head, my 28 million is worth $2,488.28. But if I go into my phone, which you're not going to be able to see, I'm going to go into here and show you, or at least talk you through how much I have in MetaMask. It's showing actually the same amount. No, it's showing a little bit more. So 2,826. The only reason it's showing less is because I'm selling it. Or I'm not actually selling it, but if I was to sell it, it would factor in an adjusted price because it would impact the price so much, right? But currently it's looking like $2,826. But I am holding another $1,500 in Dogecoin that I decided to buy into with my winnings, let's call it. But yeah, that's how I was able to turn $40 into $6,000. Technically, it was more than that because I turned my original amount into 4,000, and then I turned this one to, if I would have held on to it, it would have been a lot more. But I didn't hold on to all of it. I decided to take my profits. It's always comfortable to take profits. Don't just because you're frowned upon by other people that you take some profits. Okay, let them do what they're doing. You can take some profits and settle with the fact that you've gained your original investment back plus a lot more, and now you can sit on whatever you have. Now, I don't know what Luna will be as we move forward, but no, I've already made $2,000 from it. So no matter what this goes to, if it goes to $2 or $5 or $1, I now made $2,001, right? So that's really what I look at there. And I want to know if you think the same way, because that's the way you have to think if you want to gain something long-term and short-term. So guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. This is definitely a win-win scenario for me. And I hope that we can have a lot more potential in the future. If you have not checked out my latest video talking about, Duquan's, plan for the network, please check that out because it's definitely eye-opening. But I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.